I found a good one, and it's a Forge mod. Damn it!
Yeah, that tends to be
Oh,
the case. Also, I just realized
I think Vita and Catherine are different characters.
Yes, I realized
Meow.
that. Yes, I'm realizing that because oh shit, I forgot. It's been a while. Let
I
me.
got you. Give me a sec.
No, no.
Since when was Vita a clown?
Excuse me?
You show up as your other campaign character in the
Jester, not a clown.
potato potato.
Tomato, tomato.
Kick your ass.
Try it. Actually, wait, you're a bard. I'm a wizard. Don't. I'd lose.
You folded like an omelet so fucking quickly. Hold on. Let me get Altair's
He
thing.
actually said, "Mama ain't raised no bitch, but she raised a smart man." No, thank you.
Also, Quincy is wanting you to slap Catherine.
Okay, sorry, cat.
Bitch, what did I do?
This is cat on cat violence. Can't believe this.
How dare?
Ow.
Tabaxi on
Bless you.
tabaxi violence. Oh God. Put
Ever
that down.
ever since I learned I can just make people into tiny things for this, I could just put him right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like it's so nice knowing I'm learning.
Yes.
And rename. Reactive. There we go. We got 4 so far. But also, hi people. Yes, it's been a long while. Truthfully, I kind of need the break after a lot of people messaged me at once. So,
I can't make it. I can't make it. I want out. What?
I need a break. Huh? And it's like, I need a break.
I ran over my father with a forklift.
Oh God.
That wasn't one of the messages.
I
And I
believe
didn't.
it. I believe it. That's what happens when you're not forklift certified. Damn it.
They Austin powered him. That's the movie of like the Zambo or whatever slowly runs over a guy, right?
Zamboni. Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Well, now I
But
don't know what to believe.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. No, I don't think anyone got murdered by Zamboni in Austin Powers. Would have been funny as hell in Austin Powers, but I'm pretty sure that's not what
Was
happened.
I remember a scene of like a guy going no as like a vehicle slowly drove towards him. It could have been Steamroller.
No. No,
I
it
think
was
I should.
Austin Powers. It was a steamroller.
I mean, worst case scenario, we
Yeah.
can just
Oh, I'm
get.
thinking of the.
The
I think they.
Deadpool movie had the
Yeah,
Zamboni.
yeah, they referenced it in a Deadpool movie. Yeah, with Zamboni.
Hitsu's 4? Just this.
Haven't even seen Deadpool to be honest. I should.
Oh, this looks more. I don't know if this one. But yeah, welcome back, everyone. My apologies for the long wait. But yeah, I truly needed a break after, a bunch of shit happened all at once. It's like, if one thing happened, okay, maybe I can survive. 2 things, 3 things, fuck me.
We live.
So yeah, truthfully, I just kind of needed that moment of. Just, some form of reprieve to make sure it's easier for me to like get into this campaign and enjoy it, because truth be told, this is my baby campaign. This is the campaign I really want to go in. Like first love kind of campaign. And I don't want that love to be like extinguished just because of the fact that I was not feeling proper.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt
Hurt
me.
me. Don't hurt
Don't
me.
hurt me no
No.
more.
No more. Um, hmm. I'll talk to you about this after session. So.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just essentially I needed a mental break. And I feel bad because it's like, I know a lot of people get excited for these campaigns and shit, so it's like,
You're good, man.
but yeah. I am excited to get back into this. I really did miss Santa Gaia. Holy shit, it's been a hot minute. It's been a while, so I need to figure out where the fuck we last left off.
I remember something about Princess I meant ex-Princess Yumi.
I sneaked into the cult people because I only slightly dressed like them, and they believed me.
Oh, right. We completely tore through a room of 20 people in like 2 rounds.
Yeah,
I did necromancy.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
were.
Danse Macabre was scary.
Yes, you were
I
the
got-
necro dancer.
I teleported a haltier in front of a few people and told them to go to town before teleporting away.
And he
Yep.
did. And I think we left
He
off
killed them real quick.
after the aftermath, essentially, where you all basically were. Did you spare anyone? I'm just trying to remember.
The leader lady had like
the
worms in her or something like that, and she's
yeah,
alive.
the leader lady was being controlled by some eldritch creature. She's the only one that lived because the eldritch creature lived, even though the body is probably dead.
I thought, didn't you hit her with like a non-lethal arrow though?
I hit the body with a lethal attack.
Oh, never mind then.
The creature itself, the mask, is intact.
The mask? Or the worm?
The mask that, huh? The mask
That's
with
what the mask
Yes.
is.
Oh yeah, because the mask basically was
Yeah.
just actually inserted into her, essentially.
Yeah, the mask was the creature.
I thought it was Jim Carrey.
Shut up.
But yeah, that is where we did leave off last time. We all basically went to town, killed a bunch of people, basically made everything look like mush. And you guys
Ow,
were
I got touched.
no, you did not.
I don't think I got touched either.
I mean, I'm looking at my character sheet and I don't see any damage, so that's fun.
You've
Well,
got-
you also showed up after the first round, and I don't
Yeah,
know
true.
how many people I killed in that first round. I just know it was like a third of them at least.
Still, being a marshal and not taking damage in the middle of a room is kind of funny.
Being a rogue and not taking damage in the middle of a room with 20 people is funny.
To be fair, you killed a lot of those people.
I'm
Oh,
a
yeah.
wizard that was in the middle of that room.
I forgot
I didn't
there's a
take damage.
26 armor class.
Yeah, you have an AC of 26. Of course, you took no fucking damage.
I
Yeah.
have 12, and I didn't get hit.
I have 20.
I think about it.
But-
I don't think anyone targeted for me because
Do you not have
I
mage
looked
armor?
like
No,
them.
they didn't target you. I was basically not seen. If you saw me, you were dead or dying.
Or crying.
Or both.
Not partial to both being a possibility.
But yeah. You guys essentially were, best way to put it, finished a massacre. So, as you guys had let others, go and go recover and such from the murderous escapades and such, you all notice that Durin and the Lord himself, is it Lord or how did I address each one? Again, kind of cracking into things. I think it was Lord Lord Magnus.
Yes, Magnus.
Yeah, no,
I was
that's a
wondering who
different.
you were talking about.
That was a different guy.
Yeah.
That's a different guy that some people cried up to. But yeah, where's the images? Here it is. So I pull out Gaia. As Lord Magnus essentially went over to everyone else and I think for protection's sake, I'm going to have Durin basically be a bodyguard for me. That way,
This is understandable.
it's better to have someone who's strong and capable instead of, not to say none of you, but considering you all have a mission you all probably need to do, this would probably be the best bet.
I could see Durin with a body on each horn, just bow down slightly and say, "Yes, sir," and just proceed to stand right behind Magnus.
God, you'll look like the monster from what's that Netflix movie about like the cults in the forest?
That's an oddly specific one.
Mother?
No, it's like the monster was kind of like a centaur looking thing.
No, I know what you mean. The Loki, the one that's the son of Loki.
Yeah, the one that's based off a Norse myth.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember her name.
Sleipnir.
That doesn't sound right.
No, it's a specific horror movie.
Horror movie. My bad. I just know the son of Loki that you're talking about. I don't know the movie.
All I remember from it is that the monster design is really fucking good.
But, yeah, what was I gonna say? As you all essentially, look around and basically decide to see what else you could essentially do. One thing that is interesting is, well, once stuff has calmed down, the corpse itself, the one that has the little mask that has embedded into it, I believe someone tried to remove it, if I believe.
Yeah, I did try to unmask this assailant. That's how he found out the mask is connected to the skull.
Yeah. So there is a way to remove it. However, it would be best if you try to be smart about it, as you can tell that the it's more like the tendrils are inserted in there. Like, you know how it looks like veins when veins
Yes.
pop out?
Yeah.
Essentially, that's what the tendrils look like inside them.
Okay, I have to ask: is the person alive? I just want to confirm.
You're unsure, because when you try to feel a heartbeat, all you feel is odd pulsing, and that's coming from the creature.
Ooh. So there's no way to confirm for certain until we remove said creature,
Mm-hmm.
which could kill said person. Oh dear God. Oh, I'll be okay with killing someone to get the information, because I think that's the only way we can separate these two.
don't like the idea, but if it is our only option.
What's our only option?
I'm killing this poor woman in order to garner some information either from her or from the creature. I feel like one of them is going to die if we separate them. I just don't know which.
Well, we could always. Does it look like it's like a singular? Because remember you describing it as like a bunch of tentacles inside her, right?
Yeah, pretty
Through
much.
the open wound.
In the cranium, essentially.
Are we able? Am I able to tell if this is like all connected to one creature, or if this is like a bunch of like worm things in one body?
You can definitely roll a medicine check to check her body, see if there's anything else.
Alright.
I do the assist.
Hey, let's go. What is my medicine? +3. Not bad.
Oh, I think ours are the same. Yep.
Oh yeah, before I forget, I need to re-roll the dice since it's been a hot minute.
This will be with advantage then, right?
Yep.
Okay, 1d20 plus 3 advantage. Fuck 10.
God, what, the first roll back, really? Okay.
Allow me.
But the first damn roll back, I can't
The Simpsons 10. Yes.
write this shit.
You're not really sure. Some of the tendrils look bigger while others look longer, and you really can't tell if it's coming from one person or if it's one creature or coming from multiple. So you have no idea if just removing this will help.
You alright, my friends? You have
I'm about to-
about 10 seconds to stop me from reaching my hand down that hole and pulling out whatever is in there.
Hold on, before you do that, I'm about to
Okay.
get very personal with this individual, but just checking. I'm going to check to see if there are tentacles anywhere else on their person. Mostly by feel, if possible. I don't want to disrobe this person in the middle of a room.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Investigation, which I have a +9 to.
Nice.
$23.
You're trying to investigate, see if there's anything else, like...
Any tentacles elsewhere on this person?
As you're investigating, you're surprised by how it's mostly towards the face and chest that you can see it.
But
You
there
don't-
are others?
Well, no, it's more like you can feel how far the things have gone in.
Ugh.
So it's not the entire body. At least
No,
it seems so.
fortunately. I think we can assume that since it's localized to the head and shoulders, it's possibly just one creature.
Head and so you don't think it's like her brain, right?
It's very possible, unfortunately.
Just so people know, this is the or person in question that they are fucking potentially doing surgery on.
Oh wait.
No, we're not.
Oh no.
Hmm?
No, I forgot it's her that died. No.
Yeah, the one with the plague mask. But if it makes you feel any better, the plague mask is probably an eldritch creature, so...
Wait, hold on. Max is gonna take the plague mask.
No, the mask is part of the creature. You can't just remove it. I tried.
Fuck. Oh, okay, fair enough.
Mm.
Uh,
I suppose I could attempt to remove the mask then?
maybe
Oh,
is
this is-
Magnus still like here?
Yeah, he's sort of like peering in. See if he can be of any assistance.
Maybe we
This
should
is gonna be
go.
terrible.
Maybe we should go ask His Royalness if there's any actual qualified medical professionals we could bring this guy to.
That might be a good idea, actually.
I'm quite smart and like everything, but I am not that well versed in medicine.
Lord Magnus, do you know any medical professional that might be able to discern what's going on with this poor person's face?
I know one. The only one I have is my royal guard, potentially. Well, not one of my royal physicians. They might be able to assist.
All right.
It is worth a shot, I suppose.
Who volunteers to carry the corpse?
Less of a corpse, more of a cadaver at the moment.
I'll do it if it's necessary.
It is, unfortunately.
Very well.
Thank you,
And as we
strong
all
man.
know, I can't pick myself up, let alone someone else.
I focus all my strength into my head so I can keep the hat up.
All right. We're off to see the doctor.
All right.
Let's go see a doctor.
As you all essentially start to see the castle once again, and as you're going inside, you notice essentially an interesting person in there who, the best way to put it, kind of looks like he's sick of his job.
Oh, like me. Hey.
Oh yes, another person of I don't want to do this anymore.
I don't want to be the reason why. Anyway.
And we're just gonna put you away for now, as we're gonna pull
What's up,
you-
Doc? We brought a gift.
As we'll post him in NPCs. Ah, so good to see Sons of Gaia back again. As he looks over. Oh, Lord Magnus, is there something I can assist with? Yes, sadly. He says as he gestures to the body. They're trying to figure out how to remove the, parasite that's there. My apologies, I should have properly introduced myself. He says as he, like, puts the clipboard down. My name is Peter. I can most certainly assist with the issue. Are
I
you
should
trying...
make your acquaintance, Peter.
He says as he raises his hand to shake. And,
Sorry, mouthful of domain. I shake.
a shock. Thank you, Plague, for the consistency of being a squeeble.
Just one more, and it'll be a full year.
It'll be a full year.
Hey.
Full year of being a tier 1.
You're
Once I get a
welcome.
better paying job, you'll like get your first tier 3.
My finger hurts.
But yeah, as you see him, he sees you lay out the body. He's like, so how bad is it? He then kind of checks the skull and sees the pulsing veins inside that looks like tentacles. Like, oh, that's bad.
I proceed to gesture over to the neck and shoulders where you can see more tentacles
So
underneath the surface of the skin, obviously.
So it seems very deep rooted in. Okay. I hate to ask this. Usually I could take care of it. Do any of you know the capable spell of sleep? That's...
Let me check.
As much
Cat,
as
who
I...
sure as hell doesn't use magic, looks over at the rest of the group.
I can paralyze or make something do what I want it to.
We'll save that as a backup option. I know the spells tend to be very taxing on the user.
She shakes her head.
I do not know sleep.
Well,
Very easy.
normally I wouldn't want to use these, but we're gonna test something first.
That's
He
why
pulls
I
out
have bags under my eyes.
He pulls out a bottle of chloroform, and he like
Oh.
tries to stuff it out, see if that will knock it out. But no, it's not. It's like, okay. Plan B in that case.
We can punch it.
No, it might damage the body further. Especially since I can see
Yeah.
damage wounds here.
Yeah, there's probably a very clear entry and exit wound on the sides of the head.
Yeah. What was your name, little lady?
Vita?
Kath,
You have to
we're both
specify
little.
which
What do you
little
want?
lady.
Hold on, I just like to imagine.
Who's the little lady here, Knight?
Which one's
Vita.
shorter?
It's Vita.
Vita is shorter. Cat is 5'4".
Oh, fair enough.
Vita's 5'8".
Oh no, Cat is shorter. Oh shit.
Oh damn.
Oh.
But she gives
Ca-
off little lady vibes.
Yeah.
She gives
She
off.
does.
She
Cat,
gives.
Cat does not seem like a lady.
How tall did I make my... Hi, I'm 1 inch taller than Catherine.
Yes, I remember. And
But
the
that
hat
means
makes it
you're
look
shorter
like
than
3
Vita.
inches taller.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, Vita can make fun of Max for being shorter.
No.
Nah, Vita would never make fun of someone for being shorter.
No. No, because Vita's sweet. Unless, of course, they do it to her, and then she'll do it to them.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
I ha-
Altair just towering
I feel
over
like-
all of you.
I feel like Vito would be the
Facts.
type to make a comment that's completely innocent but feels like an insult, which makes it
Mhm.
worse.
Yeah.
Like, you know, oh, you're shorter than I am. That's so cool. Like, smiley face. Like, just no thought, head empty.
Oh god.
You should be
Smile.
thankful Zolos isn't here.
Yeah.
Oh yes, the second short bitch.
Second, you mean V short? You mean V short, bitch?
Oh yeah. I need someone to play a goblin one day. I haven't seen anyone play a goblin. They're so
I mean, I have
fun.
plans to play. I have plans to play a kobold for a specific build that I want to do, but I don't know if I'll play it in one of your campaigns
We'll see one day.
because I am swamped right now.
Fair enough.
Or it could be after this campaign.
I don't know if I'm gonna use my Thursdays again, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Goblin D's nut.
Anyways. But yes, young miss. Do you... I hate to ask. Of course I'll compensate you if you do use that ability. To try to make the creature do as you wish.
Paralyze or command.
Nope, neither.
Ah.
Dominate monster.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, I
Oh.
forgot. She has it. Alright, so I gotta roll a save.
I
Ye.
believe so, yes.
Uh,
I believe it is a wisdom save
Mhm.
for dominate monster.
it's been a hot minute.
DC 18.
Yikes.
I'm looking at the monster. Oh, you might... Well, let's see what saves you have. You might not be able to survive this, buddy. But we'll see. Oh.
Ain't no way.
That's a 8.
Oh.
Mhm.
Ugh. Ugh.
What do you want him to do?
Well, we need it to slowly extract itself from the body, see if it's even functional.
starts conducting with her hands, and it's, you know, a snake charmer.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is so deliciously morbid.
Yeah. As
She's whistling, happy as can be.
Max is just staring in pure curiosity.
Whistles
you-
Steamboat Willie while conducting an eldritch being to leave a person's body. Ugh.
as you do so,
Max is
Max,
Max is just like taking notes and stuff.
as you see the creature starting to leave the body, it's kind of like seeing itself pull out the cord slowly of all its tentacles as it like wiggles out of the mouth. As you see, this creature's like a good 20 inches long. As it fully comes out of the person. And it's like, looks like it's just a mask. As it morphs back into what looks to be a face mask with a bunch of tentacles behind it. And it looks over with a twisted jester smile. In a weird way.
Permanent deep throat don't sound fun.
I'm gonna keep quiet.
And as it looks over to Vita, you see Peter basically pull out essentially a very big jar. Okay, why don't we try putting it in here, just so it doesn't escape.
Okay.
And
Demands it, you know, it goes into the jar.
And as he does, you see him cover it, like put like a bunch of chains around it, and then like put it down, as it like
Maybe-
starts trying to
Mac.
wiggle.
Max, do you have arcane lock? Perhaps you could make that little prison a bit harder for it to escape.
I'll be honest, I don't believe I do. No,
No.
I don't.
Unfortunately.
But you see
I'll
the
be honest, I didn't see
creature,
any use for it.
the creature trying to escape as it tries writhing around in it. But it's stuck there. And after a few minutes, something surprising happens.
What?
After a few minutes, you see the person's corpse, or at least what you thought was a corpse, actually just regain color into their body.
Oh, hell no.
Oh.
That's why I didn't hear a dead voice.
Yeah, I was like,
Put an
I'm
arrow
waiting.
through her skull.
Oh yeah, you know what's worse? As it left, it basically healed up any injury she had.
That's what I figured.
Oh.
Oh, let's flip you.
She just had a tiny headache. Oh.
Do you have an ibuprofen? I have a
I was
headache.
about to make the ibuprofen joke.
Yes. So was I, but then I saw the character art.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, for the few people who watch the stream. And she wakes up.
Friddle.
As she looks around.
I hate that I just saw the doctor and I'm like, oh hi medic TF2.
Actually,
He do kind of look
What?
like
Oh.
he do kind of look like the medic from TF2. I ain't gonna
Let's
lie.
go practice medicine.
Let's go practice medicine.
He's got a Steeler skeleton.
Oh no, Hans is good enough for me. Where am I?
possibly a long way from home.
Before you try anything, just remember that we took out all 20 of you, and you're now surrounded by us. Just a reminder. So don't
All-
try anything.
All 20 of me? I'm an orphan. What are you talking about? Oh god, did you kill the only
Oh.
orphanage that was left?
No,
No.
no, wait.
She
Hold on.
she
Max.
says as she looks at you
Max.
all terrified.
Max, if I could. No, sweetie, don't worry. What is the last thing you remember? I'm curious.
She kind of looks over, sees Max, looks like he's panicking, sees one who looks like she's enjoying her life, a random old man, Altair.
Cat
I
is
thought you were-
completely calm and stone faced.
I thought you were calling Haltier the random old man.
No, there's the second old man over there.
Yes. Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Peter, I'm in Dungeons and Dragons, Peter.
Hey, Peter. I'm in Dungeons and Dragons. I'm a healer. Better crying because
I
I
feel like Joe
can't use
would
my...
play Paladin, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, he plays a centaur, so that way he can have double the legs he doesn't have.
2 legs for his character, 2 legs for him.
Oh my... That's fucked up. Oh, yeah.
What?
But she looks over to Catherine. Last thing I remember was taking a job offer in Kanar. I was told that they were offering a lot of money, so I went there, and next thing you know, I remember being taken somewhere, and afterwards I got knocked unconscious, and
That was in you.
Points at the jar.
as it looks over, trying to like break the glass but can't. It's like, okay, good to know that's what was. Okay.
I figured something
You
of the
wanna
sort
name
was
him?
going on.
You want to name it? Holy shit! Yo, you want to name the thing that was basically inside you about 20 inches?
Yeah, it's like,
This
Hey, well,
this
rephrase
eldritch
it.
creature
too.
this eldritch creature was possessing you. Do you want to name it? I
Yeah,
fucking can't.
would you like to know how it was inside your body?
Oh no, we're not getting into that.
Yeah, there are jokes we can make here that I am not gonna get into.
It's okay,
Three fucking many. No.
Quinty isn't streaming it into this campaign anymore. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Damn right.
As long as it doesn't get me canceled. But still. Look, everyone I see on YouTube and Twitch and all that shit, they're able to fucking say this dumb shit. I don't got...
The only thing that could possibly get you canceled is if you were to say something like just a minx was nope, not doing it.
Oh,
Okay, you see, I will cry if I actually give...
I
But yeah, she looks over to everyone. Oh, gods.
You are a long way from Kana, my friend. And that weird little thing was controlling your body. I don't know for how long, but you miraculously seem to have survived certain death. So there's that at least.
yeah, removing it seemed to heal all of your wounds, which is surprising.
I see. Oddly, my body just... I only feel slightly in pain on my head, though. She's...
Don't worry
as-
about it.
As she's realizing she's missing a chunk of hair.
Oh, the hair is not. It has to grow back. Oops.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's What? What month and year do you remember it being? Just to ask.
Well, she, so I'm gonna give her time for in-game time. She's been like this for a month.
Ooh.
Oh, just a month ago. Fortunate.
No, I'm worried about the orphanage over there. It's not in Kanar itself, but it's close to the borders. I only took the job because I was promised something to help my, help the orphanage I look over.
How much money were you promised exactly?
I'm curious. Which before worrying about the money, which order for Kanar?
Oh, Bumadzad.
Oh, you are a very long way from.
It's been so long since I looked at the map.
Okay, she's
So
from.
Solomon and Bowmanzad are on opposite sides of Kanar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's like how many travel?
That's over a month of travel, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you are.
Very
How
long.
the hell did you get here?
Well, obviously she got here with assistance and has
Because
no
she's an
knowledge of it.
assassin, or the worm was.
Yes,
the worm.
the creature seems to be the one we should be interrogating.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I wonder if it was the creature's personality or like a mix of the two.
can
Or
I
just
tell if the creature, well, the way she's speaking now is significantly different from how she was speaking before I shot her in the head?
Well, you wouldn't know, but Max would know.
Oh, right, Max was
Oh.
in the room. I wouldn't know. Wait, no, I was right outside the window.
Oh, do you think
Well, hey, I'll,
the friends I made had worms in them?
no, I
No.
doubt. No, I doubt it.
Seems unlikely.
Feels like we would have seen the worms and their wounds as well. I'm sure we decapitated a few, so
More than a few, unfortunately.
yeah, we. Max would realize they're talking about this in front of the now non-mind controlled woman and just like kind of like cough. So here, you know what? Max would pull out his like money pouch. How much gold were you promised?
Um, I don't think you have enough.
Try me.
5,000 gold?
Another steal though.
Okay,
Well,
Never
that
mind.
explains why you signed up.
To be fair, that would
Definitely
have.
explains why you signed up.
To be fair, that would have at least gone to another generation, and I wouldn't have to worry about life for a while.
yeah.
Yes, 5,000 gold is enough to keep a family fed for a generation.
In particular,
Yeah.
it would help the orphanage in particular as well.
Yeah.
Of course. Again, no wonder you took the job, but
She was a
jeez,
sniffer,
the way they
killer.
treated you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your name, by the way? We've never asked.
Oh, my apologies. My name is Penelope. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Penelope.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. My name is Max.
Catherine.
Altier.
Peter.
I'm very
Peter.
Peter. That fucking threw me off for a hot second.
Oh yes, that's. Don't mind him. That's our centaur friend.
Our centaur. We're really leaning to the idea of just Joe Swanson being a centaur.
Absolutely.
It would make a lot of
makes
sense.
Or an
It'd be funny.
Aerocopter so he can fly.
Nah, it'd be funny if he was a centaur and he ended up a quadriplegic.
No, he
Jesus.
begs
We
the.
have two NPCs named Penelope.
We do.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
That
some
look
days.
oddly similar, minus snake features.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
One
Oh,
is
never
Lady Penelope. This is just Penelope.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll call you one LP for now.
No, I'll call her
No.
Lady Penelope. I'd rather not be, killed.
I'd rather not
Also,
be.
she's in town.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yes, my apologies. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. If I had.
You did not. You are fine, and honestly, I hope we can get you some manner of assistance.
Hmm.
I don't know about getting you home, though. That would be a little tricky.
I see. Then you kind of see the doctor kind of taking a look over to her as he's like doing small checkups real quick. Other than the damage to her body's practically in normal condition, albeit a bit fatigued as if she hadn't eaten in a while. If anything, you should probably... If anything, young miss, you can talk to the Lord about potentially staying here. We've recently got development in growth cycling. That would be interesting, but if it's correct, I'm very far from home. I wouldn't want to be longer than I've already have been from the orphanage, especially since it's been a month. That is fair.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's within your power at the moment.
Yeah.
Getting over to Bowman's Zod's gonna be very difficult.
Well, I mean, we do have our own, what did you guys call it? The onyx worm.
Yes, we do have a means of transport to get there, but it would take quite a lot of investment and quite a lot of time.
Yeah, and we're likely to not go there right now as we're on the mission.
Yes, Bowman's Zod would be tricky to get
Mission.
to, given our
Yeah,
priorities.
but you are welcome to travel with us if you don't mind that.
Well, it's better than trying to cross the Canard borders or going all the way around. Of course,
Yes, we. Go ahead.
Of course, I can make myself useful. Don't you worry. She says as she double checks with the doctor if she's okay to get up, and he gives her a nod, and he sees her get up. I'm not really much in a use of fight. However, I do have one thing that could be proven useful. She says as she pulls out a small key. It's a family heirloom, but truthfully, I was hoping to also go to Ganar and sell it. Honestly, I don't need it, and I'm just told that if anyone can use it, then they'd be able to unlock something great, so...
You don't know what it unlocks?
Not sure personally, but apparently it's a great heirloom that only those with certain fortitude is able to access.
You said this is a family heirloom. What is your family name?
Oh, my surname?
Yes.
It's Adria.
Does that ring any bells?
That's what I want to know.
Let's see. The only people who would probably know would probably be everyone but Vita.
You.
So you three can roll a history check.
All right.
Okay.
Fun.
I have a +9 to history.
What's your
too.
history?
Feels weird to have +9 to
Alter's
both.
proficient in this. I forget often.
I should be proficient in this. I don't know why. I'm not. Anyway. 21.
That's a 21.
Okay,
God damn.
Listen, we
Oh,
got
also
start off on
21.
low so we can build up.
Absolutely.
Alter's confused because he thought Adria was a first name. So that's why he's kind of puzzled why she kind of has two first names.
Yeah, anyone with two last names, I understand, but two first names is just weird.
Yeah. Oddly enough, there's a lot of people with two first names, like Kevin Alex.
Let's not get into this, please. I'm gonna lose my mind. Katy Perry. Moving on.
Somehow that sounds natural, though. Anyways, oddly enough, you two remember something of a name by the name of Adria. However, they used to be, the best way to put it, they used to be famous collectors before their business went out of practice due to Rafam basically being one of the world's best traders. And
Oh.
so her family is from a previous line of salesmen and such, but now it's like there's no salesman really that can compete with Rafam unless you're like a tiny market's owner.
Yeah.
Hence why she at orphanage. Okay.
Okay. I remember your family name.
I've
Uh,
heard your family name in passing. A few stories as well.
mm. But yeah, don't be afraid to ask for my assistance when it comes to needing a voice for selling and purchasing. I'm more than willing to be a voice.
I think you'll be rather helpful to us as we travel.
As
So
she,
we essentially have a marketeer with us at all times. This is interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, she does have a few benefits despite her not being like a proper class. Like for one thing, she can help you when it comes to appraisal of items and such. Another is essentially she's able to help you when it comes to selling, purchasing goods, and even able to help you access more restricted stuff if she's able to be lucky with persuasion checks.
This is why I like NPCs. It's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Just don't expect her to use those knives. Those knives are like for decoration. She can't stab for shit.
I believe it.
We can get Zolos to teach her when she comes back.
Don't,
Once she learns she's an orphan, she's gonna adopt her like she usually does.
I mean, I could just teach her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're a rogue.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know why I
abuse
forgot
daggers
that.
because
I
I don't use daggers often.
I don't. I forgot that.
But yeah. So just to clarify, Penelope's also short as shit as well, but not to the point of like being Zolo short.
Ain't
She's
no way she's shorter than me.
she's 5'1".
I'm going to hug her, and I'm going to be very gentle with her. I'm going to keep her safe at all times.
I
She's now my buddy.
I will hug
She is precious.
and brush her mane and name her George.
It
I love that old cartoon reference so much, but then
is
again,
so good.
Oh, Miss Penelope, you said you're from an orphanage. Do you work at said orphanage, or are you?
oh yes,
Well,
it was originally my family line's old shop, but after Malnera, not able to really be functional as a shop, so it was converted into an orphanage.
I see.
What's an orphanage?
An
Uh,
orphanage. An orphanage is a building that takes in abandoned and forgotten youth.
Why would they be abandoned?
parents ended up dying, and there was no family or close friends to take care of them.
Or the parents just abandoned them because of other circumstances. There's plenty of reasons that people
Yes.
use to justify it, but I frown upon it in general.
And they're places where good people go to work.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you essentially notice that as she best way to put it, fuck, brain short circuit. I am so sorry. This is
Wait, we're
uh,
allowed to brain?
brain go burp. Anyways, essentially, you notice that she, as she gets up, she hands you the key. And, who, I don't know which one of you would like to be responsible with it, but it's yours now.
The worm?
No, I kind of want
No,
that thing very far away from me. She says as she's like shudders at looking at it.
Vita, if you want to, you can hang on to the key.
Yeah, you removed the thing. You're the one who saved her.
Mm-hmm.
Worm.
But worm.
What the worm?
She's like,
I would
mad.
I would sooner rather kill that thing than have it on the ship. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, we have to interrogate it, so I don't think we have a choice in the matter.
Ah, shit, you're right.
Oh, if you need assistance with that, he says as you see the Dr. Peter just basically pull out, essentially, several chemicals. As he's like, we don't have to necessarily kill it, just interrogate it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this man seems to have learned from the very long lost docket of Josef Mengele from the Nazi Reich. What the? How are you prepared for this?
Because he's the TF2 medic. We went over this.
No, you're right.
Here, Miss Penelope, if you don't want to be here for this interrogation, Max would take out 15 gold coins and like place in her hand. Go on a shopping spree or something.
Yes,
Okay.
you must be hungry and tired. Take some time to relax after the rather surprising ordeal you've been through.
Of course. Okay, thank you. As you see Viper lead her away, essentially, like,
Oh, God.
No!
You should've-
Damn it!
you forgot
it!
Viper was a creature of habit.
Damn it!
We forgot he was even here.
I'm not shocked, but god damn it!
Yeah,
Oh,
as
God.
soon as you presented
she'll-
Viper, a
At least
pretty
she'll end up
woman.
at the Onyx Worm later. At least she'll end up at the Onyx Worm later.
Yeah, just pray she
Yes.
doesn't end up anywhere else later.
If she doesn't, we kick Viper out.
I don't
But-
think we can afford to kick him out.
Do we
yeah.
kill him?
Quite
I'm kidding.
literally, he has some of the deepest pockets in the party.
Fair enough.
But yeah, he looks over. It's like, here, let me. He then stabs a syringe into one of the things, and because of the lid being made of the same material, he just stabs it in there and starts dropping some droplets in there. And at first, the creature doesn't feel pain until it looks at its skin, and it's starting to darken as it starts feeling hardened pain as it starts thriving. Okay, that should hurt a bit. If you want,
Jesus Christ.
I don't know how you're gonna
Sorry,
communicate
I have
with
a lot
it.
of practice with that shit.
We can tell. Wait, how do you have a lot of practice?
Stupid shit I did as a kid. Don't worry
Oh,
about
no,
it.
fair enough. That's fair.
I got really interested in voice acting from like the age of 5, so I've tried a bunch of stupid shit.
Well, if any of you want to go ahead and try to talk to it, by all means, I'm happy to inject more of my chemicals onto it.
The worm?
And yes, the
Max is gonna whisper
I'm
to
one-
the rest of the party. If one of you interrogates it, I can see if I can try and cast detect thoughts on it and see if that'll work.
Can it talk?
I think that's clever. Can it talk is the question.
so
if
far
it
the
isn't
only
able to, it can probably think.
so far the only noises it's made is
Well, Dominate Monster lasts for an hour.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah, so just kind of sitting there, angry essentially.
Yeah, because it
She's
got
gonna
hurt.
speak.
Vita, what languages do you know?
Oh no.
Abyssal, Common, Dwarvish, Elvish.
Ironically enough, you can figure out what it's saying with Abyssal.
Yay!
Oh.
Oh, thank fuck. Because I don't have Abyssal.
Max is gonna cast detect thoughts on it.
Are you able to detect thoughts despite not knowing Abyssal?
Oh wait. Whoopsie.
Yeah, can you speak Abyssal?
Let me check. Like Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Orc. Nope.
What? Oh, okay, I understand why a bunch of us picked Dwarvish and Elvish for languages, but what the fuck? We haven't needed them yet.
Backstory
Yay!
stuff. Don't worry.
I
Same.
know there's Infernal, so that's fun. And Elvish.
So forget
I-
I cast anything.
Worm.
I know Sylvan and Draconic, so if that
Wait.
ever comes up.
So
But
Vita,
would Vita?
Viper also knows Draconic.
Vita's so excited to talk to Wiggly.
Worm.
Mhm.
But yeah, Vita, as you pull up to the creature, it just stares at you. And the language of translate to essentially, great. A vampire basically trying to converse with me. Thankfully, it does not understand my tongue.
I do understand your tongue.
Shit!
And she's speaking back in Abyssal.
Shit! Well, that reaction means
I
they
do
know
like
that
the
they-
idea of
they
Vita
can
speaking
I'm
communicate.
sorry, give me a second. My mother's
Abyssal.
yelling for me.
Like,
Okay.
you know, like it's like speaking like the black speech of Mordor, but it's like Vita.
Yes.
Like,
So deep,
Askulak,
bassy,
be
eldritch
like-
tongue.
Yeah.
Deep, bassy, eldritch tongues. It's incredible.
So
I've been
good
hating
news.
Burger King.
Nice.
You call you Burger.
Actually, wait, no. You've been handed poison. No.
Burger. Worm. Worm.
Borgar.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So I could cast tongues on it, but I need to touch it, and I'm not risking that.
Cast tongues on yourself. The fuck?
No, I have to like touch the spell.
You don't
grants.
need to touch it. I can understand it.
Oh,
Worm.
I misread it.
Vita's literally like, let me talk to the wiggly thingy.
I want it. I
Yes,
want to
please.
hear its thoughts.
Too bad. Speak to Wiggly.
But yeah, Vita, the wiggly is like, shit! Wait, just because you've been able to control my emotions doesn't mean you can make me talk.
Speak the truth.
Fuck! Okay, what do you want to know?
Who made you do this?
That is a long and winded story, one that is far beyond your comprehension for your tiny, big-brained mortal kind.
Well, that's
Bigger than
definitely not the
yours.
truth.
How dare
Go
you!
away, you silly Englishman. I'm just thinking of the like French knights from Monty Python.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fine, if you want to sit here and listen to my banter, then I will stay here for a while, he says as he sits himself up like a gentleman.
Be
As a
concise.
Basically, the kingdom of Canard has a bunch of us in storage. We're essentially able to make the perfect soldiers, enhance their strengths, their stamina, and including their will. As after we break the original host, like the little finicky woman over there, that was quite easy to break, honestly.
Catherine stands between the creature and Penelope as it seems to be gesturing towards her.
Oh no, but Penelope's already
And
gone.
just-
Remember,
and ju-
Viper's.
No, fair enough. But there. Well, Catherine's just cold staring at this thing the whole time, wondering what the fuck's going on.
Yes, if theirs can burn. But yes, there is many of us, as we are creatures created to basically infest into mortal beings. Just one touch and I can infect you, basically turning you into a puppet of Kinar. But
Boy.
But of course, now that I'm out, I am basically unable to commit to my mission.
Who told you to do this?
The higher-ups of Kinar, the Council of the Crimson Order is their name.
Give me names.
There's a lot of them! I don't know names, I was just born to be a monster.
Okay, Stitch.
No wonder they made you go away so fast.
Damn.
Fuck you. Anyways. But yes, they're essentially a high order of cult. They're the ones who are running all of Kinar. And all the cultists. It's essentially they are the ones who imbue us into candidates to basically make them do their bidding.
The Crimson Order. Nah. Interesting.
It is a secret organization because only so many people know of their organization's name.
And
Now
now
a lot
6
more
more,
do.
and now 6 more people do.
7 technically.
What are your weaknesses?
Mine or the group?
Yes.
The worms.
I hate the fact to tell you so much. Our weaknesses are actually fairly simple. You see, we adorn the faces of masks, so we are able to manipulate our face to match anything, and able to mimic the previous person's voice and everything. Just killing the body will not kill the host, and killing us could kill the host. Though we do have a
So we did the right thing. Shit.
Though we do have one weakness. As much as I hate to admit it. It's a Bax. It's a safety in case they possess one of the higher ups. But the only way to basically safely remove us aside from commandments like that, of which you previously have done,
Keep going.
is holy water.
Oh.
Ingesting it or sprinkling it on the host.
Honestly, you can just sort of toss it on us. Because as soon as it's on us, all of our immediate functions start to cease, and we have to prioritize either keeping the host or leaving. Because if we stay in holy water for too long, we will start to disintegrate. And not only that, but the holy water itself is not the main issue. The main issue that it's something that is blessed, but it's more abundant and apparent.
Well, I know what I'm asking Brixton for next.
What are the weaknesses of the Crimson Order?
They are an elite group that essentially are smart, stealthy, basically are able to keep track of everything. However, there's a few cracks in the system. For one thing, if you find someone who is completely immune to basically be imbued by one of us, you can get in scot-free since they think everyone is controlled and possessed.
She
So,
just smiles.
the other weakness of ours... Now he's actually thinking, he's like, would that count as a... No, that's just a personal preference of somebody.
Go. Say it.
Fine. The other weakness is the abandoned demon they worshipped. Basically, there was once a demon that they originally worshipped. One that was so powerful that it basically destroyed buildings just from a single stare. Destroyed cities with a single breath. And it was so powerful and deadly that it basically was their original source of strength. And then they decided to worship Malnira and didn't think of the consequences, as that same demon ended up basically destroying their original 3 bases before it was weak enough to basically turn into stone.
Who is the demon?
Fuck.
We know the demon. He said turned into stone?
Yes. In fact, the stone itself is actually the original body. But it's not like anyone's able to basically resurrect it by giving it an offering or anything.
What manner of
looks over to
offering
the
would you
others.
what manner of offering would you give it?
Anything to show that you show it any kind of attention. Hell, a simple fucking cookie could do it.
So essentially what you're telling me is if we go back to that statue of the demon
I
that we
think
saw,
all
which
gave it an offering.
we did.
No, worse. Did? Zolos did.
Zolos gave it an
Oh.
offering, a cookie specifically. Yep.
mean-
But that's
if
if
it come.
But that's if the demon is willing to assist. Of course, the demon is a demonic evil entity of power, and will only come to that it deems worthy. Though, truth be told, if
Those
it has...
against the people who slighted it?
Oh, no, if you brought it to Kana, I think that entire kingdom would be sank underwater, if there was any water left in this world.
Did you really just give us a MacGuffin to take out a whole kingdom? Yo, this is gonna be funny.
No,
Now
correction.
we are become deaf.
No, it's even worse. Zolos has the option. No one else, because...
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
I mean,
I don't know where Zolos is, but they kind of need to be here.
Yes, please,
So-
because this is hilarious.
We gave the pacifists in our party the power of a nuclear weapon.
She is not a pacifist. She is a mother.
Actually, she's a mama
Fair
bear.
enough.
A mother bear is never a pacifist.
And separates a mother from their child for long enough, and they'll definitely not, and they'll change.
Anything else I should know? That you don't want me to know.
Hmm. It... What would be something I don't want you to know? Oh yeah, there's also the upcoming assassination attempt on Lord Magnus.
That
Which
we
is-
forwarded?
Yes
No.
and no. You forwarded the
they're
first
sent-
wave.
Yes, they're sending another wave,
Yes.
When?
which I believe I already informed Lord Magnus of.
When and what is the next wave?
Next wave should be happening towards the start of the coronation for Lord Magnus to be a proper lord. So tomorrow, roughly around afternoon time, and there should be like at least a good maybe 15 people, but all of them are basically ready to die essentially. See, this plan would have been a lot easier if Lady Yumi was essentially the lead going to be coordinated, because we are going to basically use the bodies that remain as the catalyst to create one of our biggest creations, the Blood Golem.
Oh
Blood?
boy.
Oh, Gollum, not Gollum.
Yes, the blood golem.
Oh boy. Do you have any secret worms? Like worms that are in like the brains of any guards or anything?
Oh no. Oh wait, no, you have to tell Vita to ask that.
Oh yeah, Vita,
Yeah,
can you?
I figured that was implied.
It's
Yeah.
No. Unfortunately, we can't exactly implant ourselves in others, because it's kind of hard to, like, implant ourselves to guards who have stronger will than a couple people begging for, like, a few scraps of bread.
How many of the individuals other than yourself also had one of you? The 19 that we killed previously.
Oh, all of them.
How many of them also?
However,
Yeah.
some of them weren't masks. Some of them were basically replaced limbs. Others were essentially replacing organs. However, I'm basically a unique case because I have to be the leader. Basically, if you see
Which
one
is-
of
Good.
basically if you see one of us with that's a mask variant of us, we're essentially the ones leading the charge.
No.
Were they all civilians like Penelope was?
Oh, most likely. They wouldn't have anyone from their original courts just to do a simple assassination mission. In fact, they probably send the same amount coming back.
Of those 19 parasites, are all of them capable to restore damage to the body to the same extent you can?
No. And yes. Basically, if you're able to target a specific organ, then you're able to. But if you target too much of the whole body, then it just sort of... Here's the whole thing.
So all of them are capable of fully restoring the body given time, but
And
they don't do it at the same speed you do.
And they also don't basically target... Also, if you don't target it proper. Basically, you target the
I don't
wrong
know.
organ, it go down.
So based on that, I have no idea how many of those people are actually dead, but after hearing that, that's all the info I can think of that we'd need. Kat is gonna go ask for another favor from Brixton.
Alright. What other questions? Oh yes. What is the cult's end goal in all of this?
World domination.
We wish to
What do they?
basically light the fire for Lady Malnira to basically conquer this world as she properly should have, instead of
Fucking called it.
And how close are you to completing that goal?
well, we're not sure. Truthfully, we haven't gotten any word or anything because of this, and all like that. Truthfully, we have no idea if we're close to basically having her. Essentially coming back to the Gaia, without, going across her private island.
Private island.
Yes.
Mind telling us where that is?
That would imply you're strong enough to basically go fight toe to toe.
No, but knowing for now would be helpful for later.
So you know that giant sea that's filled with pretty much every possible deadly creature?
It would be there. It would be there.
Of course.
You go
Of
past
course, it'd be in the
there,
hardest place to fucking get to.
you go past there, and eventually you'll basically see a very tiny island, and then
That is the sea that is northeast of Kennar, right?
yep. Remember, Kinar, that's the only place where you're allowed to get basically fresh water without, with a bunch of creatures.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh boy.
But now there's a place in Salimon that we can get fresh water too, so that's helpful.
Yeah. Another question. What kingdoms is Kanar allied with?
That's an interesting one.
I think it's just the Sinks.
It's mostly just the Sinks. However, it was originally going to be us with Princess Yumi.
So it would have been Salimon.
It would have been Salaman. The Sinks was more than willing to work with us.
Clearly put a stop to that then.
Yeah, we need to take out the kingdom of a Sinks.
Yes.
Ass.
Do
Anyways.
you... Are there any other royals that you plan on assassinating?
Truthfully, we were just going to start with the Lord coming up. But, truthfully, the only other ones we were thinking about is dealing with a fam. See if we can make him only trade Ralph for cannot. Yeah, not assassinate him like the peasant that he is to us.
Extort him. You want to extort him.
Essentially.
Any other questions that people can think of?
No, I'm kind of glad I returned because those are some important details as well.
Alright. So, what should we do with him?
Oh.
Do we just leave it here?
Oh, I have one more question actually. Do you use any type of magic for your abilities?
No. Essentially, our only magic is basically to basically possess the body. Our innate abilities is based on the host we have. And if they have latent powers that they haven't unlocking, we basically use it in tenfold. And if they don't have anything, we basically abuse the body to the point where even if it should break, bleed, or brittle, we would still be able to grab use out of it.
So you said you utilize a magic to control said body. Do you know what magical school that magic is?
He's trying to think. He's like his brain is literally just only info. That's about it. So he's
For him to know all that shit, though.
I also want to keep him.
I would say we're a type. I don't know. I think you mortals call it enchantment, for all I know.
Sounds about right.
Dealing with charms, curses, and control. Yeah, that would be enchantment.
Vita, I know that you are fascinated with this worm thing. However, you said that he can control people's minds with just a touch. I don't think it's worth the risk to bring him on board, even if
That's why
he's
we
like.
keep him in the jar.
I think it's less a worm and more of a cuttlefish, but I suppose you're correct.
Look, if there's even a chance of it break, because who knows? Maybe like we're in the middle of a fight, which causes the train to shake and the jar to fall over and shatter. Like, there are tons of different ways of how this thing could accidentally get free. I don't think we should risk it.
She looks to Catherine.
Max is kind of
Big wet eyes.
Max is gonna look like over Vita's shoulder to Catherine. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
Fuck. Fuck.
Please.
We can't
Fuck!
eat that thing.
I'm with Max on this one. Seems like an
I-
unnecessary risk.
I agree with Max as well, but it's very hard to ignore Vita.
Here.
She looks to Haltier with the same big eyes.
Please.
I have.
I'll feed him, and I'll keep him in his jar and take him for walks.
Don't take him for walks. Don't
In
do
the
that.
jar.
Are you just gonna like kick the jar and roll it along?
No, I'm gonna hold it.
I'm gonna hold it.
God.
I am curious as to whether or not any of us are resilient to their abilities.
Please.
It would be good to know because whoever is resilient can infiltrate the Kingdom of Kana, according to this one.
Well, because strong will and holy.
And she puts to Haltier.
All right, the man whose blood is holy water, possibly.
Also-
Spicy.
Also,
Right.
welcome Shade, the Night Slayer. Pleasure to see you.
Hello.
Hello.
I'll take good care of him.
That's part of the problem. He should not be. Okay.
Damn, even Max relented. Damn.
I'm not relenting. It's just. If we get you
Not
like
fair
a
enough.
dog. Oh.
Huh? Wait! Voice of reason, please! Help!
The Zolos.
Zolos, can I keep the worm? Please.
Say no. Say no now.
Please.
Please tell her no, we can't.
I'm the only child here now that you think of as a child.
God damn it.
Please.
The worm is a demon, like a
The worm-
demonic, eldritch, evil force.
Abyssal.
It's an abyssal.
is demonic.
It's an abyssal cuttlefish.
Hold on,
Get him.
hold on, guys. Let Solos fucking talk. They literally just got here. Jesus.
I want to keep worming.
I think keeping wormy is a terrible idea.
Please.
Why'd you name it already?
Because
Not
I
a
love him.
But that's
You
how you end
shouldn't.
up attached.
Oh my
She
god.
hugs the jar.
What did I miss? So I
Zolos,
can get back into
Let,
character.
let me explain. Basically, remember, so there was essentially
I saw your text, but I still need context.
So I'll explain the long story short. Long story short, after these guys basically committed a massacre of a bunch of cultists, and basically
Whirling Dervish, the Geneva Convention would be sad.
pretty much, as these guys discovered a body was still intact, and that the cultist was possessed by a worm. Which, by the way, the worm looks like a mask that basically has a tendril of about 20 inches long. That possessed a
AKA
poor
the
girl.
Yes, AKA like the same type of mask we've encountered before.
Different.
No,
No.
this is a living
Com-
thing.
Completely fucking different.
It's
Yeah.
biological.
It's a creature that hides as a mask.
Yes. And what's even worse
Like
about
a
it?
mimic?
Worse than a mimic.
Is it a variety of mimic?
Probably not.
But yeah,
Mimics aren't abyssal.
as
Yeah,
this
true.
as this worm basically gave him info about everything, and that's when they realized, hey Zolos, remember that statue you basically gave a cookie to, and the cookie disappeared?
Yeah.
That wasn't a statue.
Yeah,
That was the
wasn't a
original.
statue.
That was the original demon in question that the original people of Kinar worshipped.
And we just found that out now.
And it's capable of destroying cities.
You made
Word.
friends with a demon god.
Zolos is rebooting after realizing, oh shit.
I mean, listen. In our defense, we thought it was a devil, which are significantly more okay.
But this
Demons
is a demon.
are really bad,
Yes.
just like generally.
Yeah, Zolos is. Here's the funny thing about it too. Zolos, remember when I told you you needed to roll to basically see
Yes.
how long you'll get info for? How long until you get information for? Well, glad you're here, Zolos.
The moment I come back, because brain is feeling better, I'm really brought into this. Oh Lord.
Yeah, so torture. So Zolos, as
God.
you're trying to comprehend all of this nonsense, you blink for a second and then you see an empty room. An empty room for a moment before it fills up looking like a library of sorts. A library that has like a small desk at the end of it. And as you see across there, you see something interesting. You see what looks to be a very, very old being. And I mean old as if this creature had lived for eons. And yet looks like they're on the cusps of death. As you let me pull out the image. There we go. Let me pull out the image here. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Shenanigans. Oh yeah.
Looking at Discord or looking on Twitch stream?
You can look either or because I'm gonna be posting it for all to see.
Oh. So that doesn't look pleasant at all.
No. Oh, I know what that is. As it looks at you and says, "Have a seat, if you don't mind. There's much to be discussed."
Solos is like having one hell of a day because they effectively just went on autopilot from sheer panic attack, which makes sense because their whole thing with cultists. So
Oh,
just
yeah.
all of this. Like, imagine they are starting to sit down. What?
I am not
What
going
is
to
this?
kill you or harm you. Should you provoke me, of course. You are the only one within 10 years who have given me an offering of any kind. Not even of one of worship, but of one of just simple gift. Why?
Well, you just seem. Well, will anyone would be lonely if left out in the desert like that? And plus, it's, it's, you, it's, 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 it, the gods aren't exact. The gods aren't exact in being the most helpful, and well, gods, deities, and all of they're helpful, and all, and that, but just want to do a good act.
Out of pure kindness, not out of any obligation or worship. Interesting. And yet, to me, I see it as something that never really happened, especially after so long. I will be so blunt with you. I will ask you of two things. If you can give me a satisfying answer, then you will live. If I find your answers boring or displeasing, I would turn and make you into something more. Or have the best way to say, amusing from someone who does this for free will. Now for the first question. What exactly is your goals in life? Names, Zolos, are you thinking?
Yeah, because this is a matter of they kind of don't know as much anymore because of all the new shit they've been remembering and seeing. I I want to help people, but I want to figure out what I've lost. See if I can recover those things. But move on, I don't. It may seem boring to you, but it is important to me.
You essentially want to do what's best. Well, basically, remember who you truly are, what you've lost, what you have. My second question. What are you willing to give up to achieve such goals?
Do you want me to be blatantly honest?
Yeah.
Nothing. I will not, and I will not and give up a single thing I have to.
So you wish to try to retain all that you can, despite the mounting odds. You see the creature pond for a moment as you see it like reveals one of its hands as it looks like an old decaying piece of what looks to be a demon's hand as it scratches into its cloak. I will not say that this was boring, but I cannot say that your answers were exciting of sorts. More of trying to have a hopeful attitude in the face of some sort of adversity, if you will. Though you did give me an offering, I will not kill you for the sake of my joy, as truthfully, you were the first one to do so in millennia for me. But I don't want to give you anything to just amuse myself. I think I know what I will do. You then see him reach his finger over to you, and for a second, you think it just looks decrepit, and then when you blink, it looks like a larger hand. And the best way to scale it is the hand, the finger itself looks like if it was the size of like a large horse, with the nail being as long as you are.
Oh, what the fuck?
As it touches your cranium, and before you know it, you are given a lot of information. This entity in question, this being that you gave a blessing, a little treat to, not thinking of the worst until, something happened. As you realize that this creature was once a demonic being so powerful it can just casually shatter cities and sink lands as if it was nothing more than an average brisk walk for it. And yet, you, out of many people, gave it an offering. So it has decided to give you an interesting blessing and a curse. I did say I was going to do something. You have 2 benefits and 1 curse.
Oh no.
Here's the first benefit.
Hold up, let me get the character sheet up so I can have the notes on the ready.
The first benefit. You are able to know this deity's exact location. It is essentially with you, lurking and watching. And if you ever to call to it, you would have to give it an offering. The less of the offering, the less time you get. The more bigging the offering, the more it gets to converse with you. The second thing is that you are able to avoid death twice. Certain death, even if you were to be disintegrated or even to be touched of death or any of the sorts, you will avoid it immediately. The curse. When you are brought back the first time, you cannot be revived through magical means. Instead, you will be revived by this deity's means, as you will convert into being half demon, which will slowly twist your alignment. You know what alignment you are currently?
I am true neutral.
It would start changing you from neutral evil and then soon chaotic evil.
Oh no.
But
Oh wait,
because
well I'm neutral good. My bad.
Oh, so then you would basically become true neutral and then just chaotic evil.
Oh shit.
Yeah, remember what you were trying to do to Brixton in case he fucking
Yep,
perished?
I know.
This
This is
is
what I was thinking too.
this
Oh
is worse
god.
because if you die a third time, you're just going straight to hell.
One good act, and he said, "Oh, okay, you're dead now. You're fucked." Oh my.
But here's the thing. This can potentially be lifted depending on your actions throughout the story. Just trust me on this. And just to make sure that you always remember it, you feel the top of your head as you feel something that should be noticeable to all, but it's actually an invisible symbol that only those who say the creature's name can see, as you are marked by the demon.
And it's just that moment of when she's being marked, the one memory just goes back into her head. The moment, and when she first woke up, uh, well, the second time she woke up, she and about and primed to be sacrificed is for cultists, and now her own act of kindness, effectively almost finishing up that ritual all those years ago.
Mm-hmm. But here's one other thing that's going to be a surprise for you. And that's
Yes,
when
that is
we
true, and he will
when we
transform back to his usual self.
when we get back
Oh,
here.
hello. I was telling them about my 79 siblings.
What kind of find muck did you put Zolos through this time?
Smile.
Smile, pity, pity.
Best way to put what the hell Zolos has
Likey,
basically
likey.
basically what the hell I basically put Zolos through. Well, here's another thing. Zolos, as soon as you regain consciousness after these guys had an entire conversation to themselves, one thing bothers you as soon as you look around. This is your only benefit that is a test for you. You see essentially a lingering demon on everyone's shoulders. It's something that is unseen by everybody, but fades as soon as you look. As if basically a bad omen. Essentially, I let you know that an event can happen based on what you see. And everyone is essentially for you, and this is the only info you get. It's marked with an omen that looks to be of despair.
Uh-oh.
You get to know any omen that appears, even if it's a minor one. For example, if it's a minor omen, a tiny demon will appear. So it's something like, oh, I stubbed my toe today. But if it's a big one, then you know, oh, some shit's going to happen, and you don't know how bad it's gonna be.
I wonder how many omens are surrounding Catherine.
Yeah. Like you see Zolo start to you can see that moment when Zolo's kind of zoning back in. And just
Are you alright, Miss Zolos?
I'm alright, Sugar. I just need to sit down for a while.
Yeah, ask Catherine to pull a stool over.
Sorry, I couldn't be more useful. What happened when I was out of it?
How long has Zolos been out of it? I'm trying to recall.
About an hour, roughly, you could say.
So
Not an
tail
hour.
end of the fight or before the fight?
No. Sorry, meant to say like 10 minutes.
Oh, so literally as we started the interrogation. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So we interrogated the cuttlefish-looking thing in that jar over there, and he told us a bunch of information about the Kingdom of Kanad and their inner workings. Other than that, you haven't missed much aside from Vita wanting to keep it as a pet.
Please?
No.
No.
Please, Zolo, say no to her. It's dangerous.
It can possess people with a mere touch.
That's why he's
You know
in the jar.
You know what? I'm just gonna do it. Just do this just for the sake of this. Hunter sense.
Uh-oh.
I'm hunter sensing the creature.
So basically, all the information everyone else basically knows already. Essentially, it is a creature that is chaotic evil.
Of course.
It's
Yep.
monstrous. It is a monstrous creature. Its only weakness is to anything holy. And that it is able to possess people if you're essentially in touching it.
Shit. I hate to be the one to say this, but I don't think that's a good idea. Like, at all.
I didn't hear any of that.
I heard it all just fine, but I have on a headset, so.
She said it's not a good idea.
At all.
Like, I can see it's cute in its own weird way, but I think it'd be best to just sit it down. I think the group has dealt with enough demons in one day.
Alright, so who's ready for the experimentation?
Yeah, just raise his hand.
Alright. Haltier, get your divine magic ready.
No, Vita's still commanding.
Oh, right.
it, so.
Vita, you'll have to promise that you'll command it back into the jar once we are done.
Of course.
Okay, thank you. And
Who
Morna,
who
not Mortem.
what exactly are you about to do?
Oh, the creature mentioned that it is possible to resist the effects of it, so it might be worth it to know who can, so we know whether or not that person who needs attention should one of these things attempt to possess us.
Yep.
Also, on the off chance that we are trying to infiltrate the Kingdom of Kana, it would be more useful if we could utilize this as a bit of cover or alibi.
Yep. Alright. Max is gonna pick up the jar and kind of hold it towards Catherine, slowly unscrewing it.
But, hold on.
I think it's a cork.
Oh. He's just gonna pop it off. Alright, Vita, command it to, I guess, try and infect Catherine.
Cat will put her hand near the jar.
I guess that's what I'll do then.
Con save. Disadvantage. -5.
Oh.
Why? I'm trying to see if I can resist it. Why disadvantage?
Because that's
That
the
is.
norm. That's the norm.
Oh, that's nasty.
Remember, Haltier's here, so my knee save is +4.
Oh, so it's +6 for me.
-5 though, so that'd be.
No, disadvantage, not -5.
He said -5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
disadvantage
hear that.
plus -5.
Oh, that's evil.
So you'd have a +1.
It's an 11.
Yeah, you immediately see this creature immediately try possessing you as it literally shots to the mouth, as it goes in like if it was a javelin.
Is there anything else I can do to try to resist this shit? Like,
You have to roll me a wisdom save. This one with disadvantage, but now -5.
what the? Oh my god!
Did I stutter? This is made by cultists.
That's so fuck. That's a +7 because Haltier's here. Wow. Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, you don't even get to roll the second option. The third option. You're just straight up. It just starts drilling the tentacles into you. Immediately, it like becomes comfortable.
Ugh, don't say it like that.
It gets worse
Ooh.
because it immediately shapes itself to a saber-toothed tiger mask.
Oh my god.
This little shit thinks it's funny, huh?
Alright, Vita, I think that's far enough. You can order it to stop now.
Back into the jar.
It looks at you annoyed, like uses Catherine's own neck before it pops out. And Catherine, as soon as it comes out, you regain consciousness afterwards, but you don't remember what happened during those few seconds.
Catherine's going to instinctively reach for the dagger on her waist and then just remember where she is and not do it.
Alright.
Altair, you
Not-
want to try?
What'd you say?
You want to try?
Altair looks.
Like,
I suppose it is good to know.
god damn it. And Max would hold the jar out towards Haltier.
I don't know how this will work because Haltier's blood is basically holy water. So
He pisses
I
holy
don't know.
water.
So here's the thing: you don't have the -5. You will have disadvantage.
Oh, that's good. Okay. I have a +11 to this,
Oh my god.
so we can pray. The disadvantage might, my luck ain't great, so I might be ending up rolling a 12 with a nat 1 here.
You will, don't worry. I willed it into existence, now it must happen.
Let's see. Got it? Ah, 15.
Damn it.
Ha! Fail.
Oh,
Jeez. Okay. DC 15 and -5 with disadvantage. That's
Yep.
not even DC 15, DC 16. That's
Now you,
insane.
now you get to roll your wisdom save. Now the thing is, because of the fact that you are radiant and everything, instead of
Oh, wait,
rolling
that was
with-
a wisdom save. What was the actual? Sorry.
the first one was a con save.
Con save. Okay, so that would have been a 16 actually.
Still failed.
Oh, so this is a DC 17 plus.
No,
Okay.
it's higher.
It's
it?
where.
it's absolutely a 20.
It's like a 21 or 22 or some shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, Altair, roll me your wisdom save. You don't have disadvantage, but you have -5.
Okay.
Oh my god, what?
So that's plus 6.
5 seconds!
We're willingly letting the thing possess
17.
people, don't worry.
No, I don't think that's why we're getting hit with disadvantage.
Oh wait. No, that wouldn't. Yeah, that would be +6. Yeah.
Oh no, no, that's not what I meant. I was telling Solos what we were doing.
Oh, fair enough.
Actually, I'll ask because I don't think anyone has. What does this count as a condition? Like a charm condition or what have you?
No, it's more like
No.
an infiltration.
It's a parasite.
Hmm.
Alright, who is being touched by this thing?
Altair.
Altair, don't worry, it's under our control.
By the way,
Mhm.
Altair.
More specifically, Vita's.
By the way, Altair. It starts to possess you as well, essentially.
Well, damn. Bleeding holy water doesn't seem to matter to this thing. What the fuck? It's weak to holy.
Yes. Just because
Okay.
someone is holy doesn't mean that it can't use its shit.
That's
Like-
fucking annoying.
Like, do I see this happening?
Yes.
Yes.
But thankfully, with the assistance of Yetovita,
Vita.
she can literally just say no.
She has command monster or control. Yeah, dominate.
Dominate
Dominate
beast.
monster.
Go down
Yeah,
monster,
she's currently controlling it to do this, and yeah. It's just an experiment, don't worry. Perfectly safe. Kinda.
I do imagine, despite everything all the weird shit that's happening when we come down to it, it's almost as like like the two scimitars are already, well, not scimitars. Is it scimitars?
Minotaur?
Yeah, scimitar.
Shut up.
The two scimitars are already in her hand and like already primed at this thing because off the man, off the plastic.
Zolos, don't worry. We will kill it once we are done with this test. Sorry, Vita.
As soon as you pull it off Vita, you basically just as soon as Vita pulls it out, Altair, you have no idea what the fuck just happened.
Right, so nobody touches that thing.
That sword looks
Agreed.
familiar.
Is that the blade? I think it is.
Why does that look familiar?
Ah, yes, of course.
Terraria. Wait, no.
The tip is
Wait.
the tip is chipped. Oof.
And she's gonna look at the jar. Tell me what would happen if you did it to me. Because I know you know I'm a dampier.
It'd actually be a lot easier. Truthfully.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, there's no pulse, there's no... It's like kind of literally going in and just essentially possessing the equivalent of a
Puppet.
body.
A puppet.
Even if I'm blessed by one of the gods?
Even if you're blessed by one of the gods, I can just literally go in. There's nothing stopping me.
That's fucking
The
stupid.
spell is stopping you.
Yes, that's what this damn spell is.
Alright, does anyone want to test it on themselves or have any more questions?
Do you have any regrets?
The creature looks at you as soon as you asked it, almost offended by the way you said it. Just like, this motherfucker. Hold on. Bless you.
Thank you.
If I wanted it dead, it would have been dead. That's why I said that.
No, I got the perfect image. Hold on.
Oh god.
This motherfucker.
What?
For those watching the stream, he did the gif of Kermit doing the "Are you serious?" face.
Scrump.
Yeah, the are you serious with the scrunch and the face scrunch and the
Yes.
side eye?
The scrunch.
This squunch. It's like, excuse me? I wish I could show gifts on stream, but it doesn't work properly. But yeah, it my if you want to know my regret is the fact that you didn't decide to test me by shoving my entire fucking tentacle up your fucking ass. For how dare you say that shit to me? I will fucking wring your neck if I wasn't attached to a fucking jar.
Hush.
Vita, thank you.
Did he say any of that in common, or did he say
I don't
that in
think he can
Abyssal?
speak common.
All in abyssal.
Yeah, so only
Okay.
Vita was the one
So-
who heard that. She's like,
Hush.
So that is the only reason why Catherine doesn't immediately stab him while he's talking shit.
So, alright. Here is my final question. Do you breathe? Like, do you need to have oxygen?
The worm or me?
No, the worm.
No, I do not need to eat. I do not. The only thing I need is a body.
Alright. I'll be right back. And Max is gonna walk outside with the jar.
What are you doing with it?
Disposing of it.
Outside? We can just melt it.
I need to make sure. Then Max would find an open area where nothing valuable or anyone else was around. Just like sand.
This is gonna end poorly.
You know, like before you leave, I'm like Zolos is doing one thing. I don't know what all the fuck they just said. Wait, shut it? Come here real quick.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Yeah, Solos, what is it?
They're just gonna touch it real quick, as they're just gonna cast a quick protection of from evil and good on you.
Oh
I
yeah,
doubt I
that
need it,
would
but thank you.
literally save them.
Oh,
I figured it would, but it was still funny to see if we could resist it on our own.
Like Zolos was ready to cast that like on you on hard tier. It was just like, and you're like no. Like yeah, they're not taking the risk. Like
we're just testing.
You know,
testing
it was
all
a
this in
completely
front of the
controlled
mom.
environment.
You're doing it in front of the mom.
I'm
What do you
controlled.
expect?
I'm helping.
so once Max is outside, he's gonna cast tongues on himself. And speak in it was abyssal, right?
Yes.
Do you have any Wait, fuck, Catherine literally asked you this. Damn it.
Oh, Red, look how useful you are. You ask the worm as soon as you step outside. How smart of you. You really
Are you afraid of death?
I am deaf. Why would I give a shit about death?
Because, well, he would plant the jar in the sand and step away as he could be seen starting to cast a spell. Well, you're about to meet whoever your god is.
Oh, you're taking me to Lady Manera?
Mm-hmm. Have fun. And Max is going to cast Shatter on it. It's second level.
What?
It's in your hands.
You put it down.
I put it down.
What? No. That's not my reason for what. Why shatter?
Have to make sure it's completely gone.
It's just gonna
The
break
jar or the creature?
But it would hit the creature, right? It's like in a field. Not field.
It would hit
range.
the creature, but what the fuck does that matter? It's not gonna die.
And it will break the
It
jar.
does damage. It does damage. What do you mean? It's thunder damage.
Hold on. Do you want to know what Shatter does for everyone to be so confused with?
I'm confused. Wait, what? Doesn't it do damage?
Yes, but you're
It
not
does,
understanding
yes.
the secondary effect. Shatter, a ringing sounding painful thing. Basically, a creature must make a con save. If fails, takes damage. However, there's another thinking issue. If the subject and matter is made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, aka glass, and is a non-magical object, it is destroyed.
You're destroying the jar. That's it.
No, fair enough.
Why are you taking it outside to kill it? We could do it inside.
Because I didn't want to make a mess of the guy's
You're making a
establishment.
mess.
I did it in
he
the sand.
He pulled out chemicals to literally dissolve it into primordial goo. Why are you surprised? Why are you trying to be courteous to this man? He was ready for the mess.
Just bring it back inside so we can take care of it.
Fine, I'll bring it back inside. Fuck you.
You know, I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, I'm surprised you
What
didn't
did she
just
do?
bury it away.
I'm not risking that. Here you go.
So while they're doing that, I'm gonna go take care of a couple loose ends. I'm first off going to speed over to Brixton.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask him for.
You go over to Brixton. What was he gonna ask for?
I'm gonna ask him if he could make me a holy arrow because we have very annoying threats that are weak to radiant damage.
Yeah, luckily they don't seem to have any like way of being aggressive once they're outside a target. It's mostly like
Once
Yeah.
they're, yeah.
Father,
But yeah, I'm
bless
willing to
these-
pay for the rate. I'm willing to pay for the arrow this time.
Father, bless these arrows.
Father, bless these.
Holy
Yeah,
Father.
as Brixton knows, I just need the one.
Wait, wait, he just in the voice of just in the voice of Adam. Father, bless these arrows.
Bruh.
So, as you pop up to Brixton, Brixton is actually having a conversation.
Jack, please.
What the fuck did you just say to me in my presence?
I mean, look.
I fucking can't. Those. Who is Brixton talking to?
Be like Shelby from Adventure Time. Check, please.
Yeah. And
Jack, please.
I don't remember Shelby's voice. I
Can I
don't even
get
remember
that
the
on-
character.
There's no way it's. Oh my god, it's here.
what?
He got that arrow very quickly.
Oh, not the arrow. No. The thing we're literally talking about is on voice mod, so I'm adding it to my soundboard.
Oh,
Wait, what?
no. Okay.
Oh my God.
No way.
So what was that about an arrow?
So you're going in and you see Brixton is actually talking to the little lady that you helped, Penelope.
Oh, okay.
As apparently the two know each other. As you're hearing the
What?
conversation. Oh yes, I heard about the situation. Again, I am so sorry about what happened with It's okay. It's nothing any importance. I'm surprised to see you here, especially since you decided to be a traveling merchant instead of a stay-at-home one. Are you just barging into the room, or are you listening in?
I would never barge into Brixton's room. I always knock politely before entering.
Well, this was probably something you hear outside the door.
I'm not listening in. I refuse to intrude on Brixton's personal business.
Okay, that's fair.
I treat all of my trusted allies with respect.
Well, as you knock the door, they stop their conversation as they open it. Oh, Catherine, hi. It was nice.
No. Oh,
It was nice talking to you
wait,
again.
you two are
Penelope.
acquainted?
Yes. We used to do deals because of our profession. I would assist him
Interesting.
I would assist him back then when it came to selling his weapons and goods, and we would split the profits both ways.
Wonderful. I wish you two were able to reunite under better circumstances.
Oh, don't remind me. She shivers as she's like, I'm gonna go explore the rest of the Onyx Worm. Thank you for letting me accompany this fine vessel.
Of course.
She says as she bows and makes her way leave. As Brixton looks over, I'm assuming it has something to do with the cultists?
It does, unfortunately, and I'm very sorry that I'm basically a gnat on your wall.
No, it's
But-
fine.
I was wondering if you could make a holy arrow for me. Because these parasites that are of the nature of the one that was possessing Penelope, they're weak to radiant.
Well, how radiant do you want it to be? Do you want it to be like a standard, oh, it's blessed, or I'm making sure that anything that is a necrotic threat is dead?
The latter. I would like it to literally smite anything that it hits, if possible.
Let me take a look. He looks
I'm
around.
more than happy to pay for it this time.
Oh, for once I actually don't have something like this. I did sell something to a cleric a long time ago. I could potentially make an arrow, though there is one ingredient I do need that I'm lacking.
What would that be?
Ironically, it's not holy water or silver. I have both of those. The item I would need is a cross of some sort. A rosary, if you will. One that is blessed
A
by
rosary or crucifix?
any kind that was blessed by a cleric.
Okay. I will go ask around and get back to you.
Oh, by the way, one other question, if you don't mind me asking.
Of course.
You all are eventually going to deal with the Kingdom of the Sphinx, right?
We are. A Sphinx and Kinar are on our list. Don't worry.
Kinar, I'm not too worried about. I feel like you all are confident enough for that. A Sphinx worries me. From how Cyrus and Parapus was, yes, how they were describing it, it seemed like the man was very highly intelligent. I never went to Sphinx due to the fact that it was run by, well, an
A psychopath.
Yes, pretty much.
A Sphinx worries me as well. Don't worry. We will take every precaution before entering.
Of course. Just, do be careful. I can't imagine what the Lord of Sphinx is like in person.
Well, as someone who is literally 5 feet away from him, a nightmare, to say the least. I need to bolster my own artillery options before I can really take him in a fight.
Well, best of luck to you. He says as he gets to work immediately on the arrow request.
And Cat will go ahead and, at the speed of Cat, go around town asking for a rosary or crucifix.
So I need you to roll me investigation while you do this. When you ask around.
Investigation. Okay, this is important.
Investigation.
Yeah, this is important. I am burning one charge on the Leviathan leathers.
Alright, so you get
If
advantage
only-
on this.
Yep.
If only we had a
21,
cleric.
and I'm glad I did. Ugh.
If only you had a...
I don't know how long the blessing process takes. I'd rather see if there's already one available.
Well, the good news is that you do know about someone who essentially can bless items properly, like rosaries and such. Bad news is they're not here.
Shit.
Unfortunately, they're a traveling nomad, but apparently he's one of the few people who do believe properly into a church.
Yeah, there's no one here. Oh my god.
Yeah, you forget this is an entire world that got sucked up 10 years ago and is still trying to recover.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, apparently the nomad did go to Fashi towards one of the temples. Apparently he went to
What
the
the?
yeah he that was his last known location.
So I'm not getting that holy arrow by tomorrow. That's really fucking annoying, actually.
I can't make it too easy for you.
No, of course not. I thank you for giving me something to think about.
Yeah. As
I mean, they're weak. They're weak to radiant damage, and radiant damage is a good way to get them to separate from the victim. But there might be another option I have now that I know they're a thing. I'm actually gonna go back to Brixton and ask him another stupid question.
what is
Since I know I can't get the rosary. Sorry, Brixton, change of plans. The only person who probably has such iconography is all the way in Fashi. So we can put the arrow on hold for now. Do you think you could make something that could let me detect specific types of creatures?
Well, I might have something of the sorts. Let me see.
I'm trying to save these poor unfortunate souls from these parasites if possible. As long as I know where the parasite is, I know how best to dispatch it, if possible.
Let me take a look. I do have something. Let me see. Oh, yes, I do have something to assist with detection of monsters. But it's usually good for people who already have a mastery of it. He says as he pulls out what looks to be a pair of glasses. Essentially, this is essentially glasses of knowledge. What it does is essentially identifies a threat, a creature. Basically shows you if there's any of the following, like a beast, a monster, a fiend, fae, those things.
Okay.
So, just to let you know on that.
I think that can work. How much do you want for it?
Well, I still need me in the process of making business. Truthfully, maybe 100 gold, but you guys have been letting me stay around, so I'll reduce the price to 60.
I will gladly take that. I will just be right back as I bolt over to... Who can I ask for money? I don't want to ask Max. That's weird. Haltier's broke, probably.
I'm currently broke.
Yeah, but asking you still feels weird.
You know, there's someone you can't ask, and I don't think you have the strength to do it.
I don't have the strength to ask Vita after telling her she can't have her pet. I don't.
Like in the middle, like killing it as you get back. He's just like bawling on the floor.
I'm probably gonna ask Viper. There's a slim chance he has 10 gold on him.
Oh no, he has 10 gold on him. Easily. And he's just like, what do I get in return?
You get to keep your teeth. But of course, I'm going to give you a favor at some point. Not that kind of favor.
Oh, he says as he hands you 10 gold.
All right, and I go back over to Brixton and pay the 60. was a little bit short, but I found the rest.
You run surprisingly fast. I'm quite surprised.
I am too. I was not this fast until.
Sorry.
You're okay. Is everything okay on your end?
Yeah, I almost dropped my phone.
Oh, jeez.
It's not that funny.
What? I think he's laughing at something else.
No, fucking penis.
Oh, the shriek. Fair enough.
Yeah.
No, that engine is not being started today. Fuck no.
All right.
Oh my god.
Damn. You okay?
Live, my boy, live.
Something went down the wrong pipe.
Oh, because he tried to stifle the laugh. Damn.
He tried to contain his giggles.
The giggle said, "Fuck you." We both die then.
No, don't.
I tried to stop the engine from kicking in and said, "Nah, bitch, you fucking."
Oh
No,
god,
no.
I missed this laugh. He were building him
You
up
and I both.
again. We're just basically
Oh, man.
cranking it. Fucking ringing like a fucking phone over here.
Oh no.
No, no.
You can't contain the funny. Let the funny
Yeah.
out.
No.
You good now, Zach?
Mm-hmm.
Diabolical.
Damn, whoever did that really wants to kill this man. The fuck?
Saw an opportunity and I took it.
All right.
We done?
I think so.
Por favor.
No,
Por favor.
that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. We're all
not gonna work?
We're all sufficiently
Onegai shimashita. Por favor.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Oh man.
That
Now
almost,
you're trying too hard.
yeah, but that
No,
almost
that-
got me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
See? No, no.
How about no?
It's hard. It's hard finding ones that you for sure know won't make your ears accidentally bleed. Because for some
That's-
reason, so many Discord sound effects are loud as hell.
That's why I don't use Discord sound effects and tweak the volume for each of my buttons in voice mod.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Lordy, my chest hurts.
Yeah, I need to start turning down my shit.
All right. So now that I have these goggles, how do they work again?
Essentially, how they work is when you put them on, they detect if there's any specific creatures of the glasses type, aka if there's any kind of monsters, fae, fiend, stuff like that. But the specific
Okay.
things that it's able to detect are fae, fiend, undeads, monsters, and well, that's about it actually.
Oh, no adorations or celestials?
Surprisingly, no.
Just wanted to know.
There's more demonic and evil creatures.
Fair enough. Are they attunement?
These glasses are oddly not, but that's because they're simple.
Oh, thank God they're not attunement. Cat will put them on and go back to the site of the filthy massacre. Are the bodies still here, or were they moved?
No, the bodies are still here. They're just dead as shit. In fact, when you see you see multiple dots of beasts. Not beasts, monsters.
Okay, but they're also dead, obviously.
Yeah. Remember, once you
So
kill the
no
host, gone.
Yeah, fair enough. Another question: can I tell roughly where the monsters are on these people's person?
You can tell
Using the glass.
you can tell a lot of them were like previous limbs, like arms and legs. Some are like some of them are like organs, like you can tell somewhere in the heart to what's it called? Stomach linings.
Okay. So they're in all sorts of places. There's no pattern,
No.
but I can tell where they are on each person, which means I know where to shoot my arrows.
Mhm.
Okay, this will do. This will suffice. So that being the case, Cat is just going to be on full-on patrol mode, staying to the rooftops, looking around the entire area to see if there's anything suspicious or anyone suspicious. Now that I can discern whether or not they have these filthy parasites.
Right. And thankfully, you're not able to see really any monsters or anything around people, since, you killed a chunk already.
Right. But yeah, Cat's probably not going back to the Onyx Burn today.
Alright. We're letting the cat sleep outside tonight.
I'll be back when justice is served.
Hey, Catherine.
Yes?
Sugar, can I try something?
Something like what?
Bend down real quick.
Hey,
Cat
yo.
will kneel down.
Dios mío, forgive me. They're gonna try scratching you behind the ears.
Oh no.
Deadass, I kind of want to see where this goes. What does that do for Cat?
Okay, you know what? You know what? I want you to roll persuasion.
The one thing I am not good at.
It'd be so funny if you just randomly see him just start rolling for damage.
I'm not rolling for damage.
I know, but it'd be really funny.
It's the one thing.
I'm gonna roll a wisdom save actually.
Please get a nat 20. Zolos, please.
I do. I'll be surprised.
Use luck to get it.
I am more than likely am because God, I'm going to need it.
Go, my child.
I don't want to roll until I see that wisdom save.
Oh, I got it.
Oh,
19.
You better
Oh,
get a
dear.
nat 20 now.
I have to get a nat 20. Nothing else will work.
Or get
Seriously?
Or roll an exact 19.
I think people forget because of how naturally nice Solos is hurt. She has a negative in charisma.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
that one.
Well, do we?
Damn
I'm gonna I'm gonna try to luck fish this shit.
Are you gonna lucky me or are you gonna lucky you?
Lucky myself. Well,
Okay.
well, wait. Can I do it on both of?
it. Why would you lucky her?
Yeah, no, I was about
To
to say
to get me to re-roll.
Oh,
because it's not a.
Wait,
yeah, it
if-
has to be on me.
No, it's not for it's not for saving throws. That makes sense. That'd be bullshit if it was.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Wait, what? Okay, but
Yeah.
I got 3 chances in this hole.
Oh no.
If I don't get it, unless I get certain numbers. Dios mío.
Dios
Bruh.
mío.
Hey,
You
it's
got-
one better.
Yeah,
It's
one better.
something.
Third chance. Oh.
Wow.
Never stop gambling, kids. Never stop.
There's one. What? Wait a second.
Always gamble, never punished.
Actually,
Wait.
hold up. I'll be fair and honest. Cat didn't think anybody would try this shit, so I'll roll this a disadvantage. I think that's a little fair.
It's like I kind of want to see where this goes.
You get even higher.
It's possible. Nope.
Zolo succeeds.
I wanted to double check something just to make sure if there's anything I can give myself on that and they bonus on for dying. I really burned all my lucky chips for this.
I mean, we don't have anything important to do today.
Yeah, that is true.
You
Cat
guys
is
literally
going
come
to-
off of a murder spree.
Pretty much. Cat is going to, without even thinking about it, fall on the ground and start playing around with your hand. And then
Artist.
The sad thing is, with how good they are naturally with with animals, not calling you an animal here, just immediate brain just going into, oh, this big cat, and just freaking.
You turned
Would any
Catherine
of
into
the-
into an actual fucking cat.
About 10 seconds in, Catherine realizes what the hell's going on and immediately shoots up, fully standing fully straight, looking down like you. Cat's face is no longer straight. She's actually pissed now. Please don't tell anybody about this.
To be fair, I was mainly doing that. I did not expect that to happen. I'm sorry. You have my word.
Thank you. Only one other person has tried that and actually succeeded.
I think that was the partner.
My lord, yes.
What was it like?
A bit of an asshole, but only when need be. Charismatic, kind, considerate, intelligent. Honestly, not too different to Lord Magnus. It's been a while, but as long as I keep trying, I'll get back home eventually. But no, seriously, speak of this to no one.
I promise, Shika.
If any of you want to know more about my lord, I don't mind talking about it. Just it's difficult, you know.
And trust me, that is something I can understand.
Thank you.
And with
Captain, I
that,
believe.
I think that's a good place to end session. And
Son of bitch.
well, yeah. Honestly, it's been a while since we done this, so it's so glad to get back into the horse of things.
Yeah.
And I thank you all for watching. And I gotta talk to my players after this, but we are going to definitely raid someone out. Let's see.
We're gonna die.
As soon as
Oh,
Rosie
oh.
appears. Rosie!
Rosie!
Oh,
missed
no,
you.
Rosie.
No!
Rosie!
And they
Can-
were giving the kissy faces and everything. No.
Oh,
I've been here
sorry,
the
the
whole
Frenchie.
time.
Oh, even
I've been
better.
here the
Yes!
whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. But still, we missed you. Oh god, who are we rating? You know, oh, I see Fia. Let's rate one of my players.
Wait, also, why me?
Also, Zolos, kiss me.
You know why. Turn to
You know
short
what she
stacks.
did.
Starting the rude.
Like, I don't know. Like, I canonically I made Solus design to be ugly, and yet somehow he's
Alright, we
Solos
all...
ain't ugly at all. What are you talking about?
She is a
A
beautiful
person
being.
is only as ugly as they let themselves be.
Anyways, we're chucking ourselves at Fia. Let's go!
Let's go!
Yeah.
We're going.